Hey there, Angry Faithful. I just wanted to drop in, bend your ear a little bit, get your attention. So if you're not listening, drop what you're doing and pay attention to me because I'm here to inform you that not only can you get your daily, maybe if you're binging it, I'm not sure, that's entirely up to you, but you can multiply your doses of angry me fuckery by paying attention to all of the platforms upon which you can find either the dulcet tones of my voice and David's voice or my pretty face and David's not so pretty face. Anyways, digressing, we not only on we are on YouTube, we are on Spotify, we're on Rumble, we're on Google, Apple Podcast. We have a TikTok page. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and of course Facebook. So if you find yourself fuckery deprived, curl up with a nice hot mug of shut the fuck up and just listen. Open those ear holes and be prepared to be cream pied like it's the first time. Thanks for listening.
Welcome, Angry Favorite, to What the Hell episode. We're going to call this Saturday Morning Cartoons. It might not actually be the Saturday Morning Cartoons, but
Yeah, our live audience just is like late on the uptake over there. Just
yeah. I love how you do that. You know, it's really sad. I had a guy tell me, it's like, hey, you need to do like a laugh track and stuff like that. I was like, I'm not doing a laugh track. It's a fucking podcast. Why would I do the laugh track? And you automatically do this shit. I'm like,
hey, it's just for that guy. I mean, I can't help it. So, in these people, they have to understand that they don't laugh unless they get the crowd guy that says laugh, right? Like you just can't throw out a catchphrase like automatopoeia. Like that's not even funny. Why are they laughing? I have no idea.
You know, it's really sad you mentioned that this is totally off topic where we went to. There was an episode of Lucifer where the person that was hyping up the audience before the show and everything. I think that person actually ended up killing people and everything like that. But I'm like, I remember. You ever do that? I mean, you get something stuck in your mind. Someone mentions like a small little gem, and your mind just goes off the rails.
Yeah, I think there's a fancy word for that, like
ADD.
No, it's like cognitive displacement or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, see, they get it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, Saturday morning cartoons, you said you wanted to talk about, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at like
I the good old fashioned Saturday morning cartoons, like Looney Tunes and I mean,
I was watching this one thing of Fox Kids Network type deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they did the spill back. It started up in the 80s, and after a while, it went from weekdays to weekends on Saturday, and
right.
I think USA Network did one on Sunday too.
I vaguely remember something like that. Hold on.
But I watched this whole thing on that spill why.
I vaguely remember. I remember USA Network
because USA had like Highlander cartoon series.
Yeah, like Highlander the cartoon or something. And then they had like James Bond Jr. or something like that.
Yeah. And then Cartoon Network ended up doing like Johnny Quest, the New Adventures of Johnny Quest, which I loved. That was good. And what was the other? And then, man, all the cartoons back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, like the Smurfs and
New Ghostbusters.
Snorks.
Yeah, Snorks, Real Ghostbusters.
G.I. Joe, She-Ra, He-Man, Voltron, Thundercats, Ducktales, the original Ducktales.
Yeah.
Tiny Toons was more of a
crap.
I watch it every once in a while. It's just because David Tennant does the voice of Scrooge McDuck.
Mm.
And they had
That
the
we're getting-
original. They had the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon.
We're getting 90s X-Men back on a Disney Plus.
Yeah. You know what I would love to see come up on Disney Plus is Jake Long, American Dragon.
Which one was that? I vaguely remember that one.
I think that Donnie Bracco, the one that does Zuko's voice in Avatar: The Last Airbender, the one that's going to be here in June.
Yeah.
I think he did that cartoon too.
Huh.
He was the voice of Jake. Yeah.
Man, as a kid, I watched so many good cartoons. Well, good for that time frame. I mean, Pole Position, Donkey Kong,
Mask.
Donkey Kong Country, Mask. We can probably make this whole hour just describing what cartoons we missed from back in the day. I mean, Power Rangers, when it first came out, was freaking awesome. Conan the Adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Waters, which pissed me off because I didn't finish the series. That was the only bad thing about cartoons from the back in the day and cartoons now. The really good ones, actually, when they end them, they actually end them. They don't like just cancel it and not make it anymore. I mean, they almost did that with Gargoyles, and then they switched it to ABC Cartoon Network.
Right.
ABC cartoons, and they actually ended it, gave it a solid ending.
Yeah, Dante Bosco.
Ducktales.
Yeah.
Tailspin. That's the other one.
Tailspin. Yes, Tailspin. It had Launchpad McQuack was in because Tailspin appeared as though it took place maybe in like the late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think obviously they all did.
No, DuckTales was like a modern times because he had all kinds of technology that they didn't have in the 30s, like sonar and
okay. Yeah.
The Mega Duck or whatever, the guy that wore the costume,
yeah. Iron Man type costume.
Yeah. So you gotta kind of wonder, like, okay, how old was Launchpad McQuack?
Yes.
Or was Launchpad McQuack like a low-key time traveler? He just played the part of the stupid pilot just so that way people just like passed him over? Or was he an immortal?
Man, we can go down a rabbit hole just on that.
Oh, you know what? It was another great Disney cartoon. Did you already say Darkwing Duck?
No, I didn't. Fuck. Forgot about that one.
Let's get dangerous. Dude, that's on Disney Plus now.
I know. I need to rewatch that. Fuck.
Let me see here. Yeah, Dante Basco. He he was in Moonwalker, so he did a movie with Michael Jackson. He was in The Wizard, Cold Dog Soup, Hook, which was his breakout role.
It wasn't his. I don't know if you can say
it was the one. It was his like first like blockbuster.
Yeah. Okay, we can say that.
Rufio. He's like fly pan fly. I want to see if I can find a movie poster from Hook just to have him autograph it. I'm gonna frame that mug, dude.
He probably can.
Yeah, I'm pretty. See, sure
I'm almost done with the.
Oh, and he was in a Goofy movie. He was the nerd in the blue Star Trek T-shirt, or student with a red 10 on his shirt. Right, so he did two voices in the Goofy movie.
Okay.
Fist to the North Star. So it sounds like some anime stuff.
It actually is. It was actually.
Love Don't Cost a Thing. So he was a spoken word artist there. Biker Boys. A lot of.
Did a lot of dancing movies too.
Yeah, he did.
With Antonio Banderas.
Blood and Bone, Flipped, Subject, I Love You, Paradise Broken, Hang Loose, Badasses. I mean, these are.
Oh yeah, he was in Blood and Bone.
Yeah.
I just watched the thing on that.
So those direct-to-video movies, so they like Jarhead. It was based off of the book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they made sequels that were direct to video. He was in Jarhead 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I'm not even remotely interested in watching it. I'm sorry.
No.
He was in the Monster Hunter movie that they did, Legends of the Guild. It was like an anime. I think it was just like a streaming video.
I think so too, because they had
Yeah.
the other one that I know Tony Jaa was in that one.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. He was in the Wonder Years. Did 3 episodes there. He was in an episode of Highway to Heaven with Michael Landon.
Mm, damn.
Yeah. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Alien Nation, the television series.
That was actually really good.
Dude,
I
I
liked it.
loved that series, dude. And it was like, and it was so quintessentially 90s, right? Because yeah, it came out of like 93. I think it ran from like 93 to 96 or something like that. But it was a good show. I mean, I
Yeah,
liked it. It was a little bit more relatable than like the movie, because the movie was just a little bit like, it was gritty. It
it
just kind of seemed
was.
like it was thrown together. Now, obviously, they had to make everything very PG for TV, but it was a good series. I would
You know,
like to see somebody do a reboot of that,
yeah.
like
I think
Netflix
they
or
they
Hulu.
no, I think they actually did do, because they have a lot of alienation movies that went on a Sci-Fi Channel,
Huh, maybe. Okay. He was
like
on
the
the Steve Harvey
RoboCop
show.
movies.
Yeah, no, Robocop 3. Let's just not talk about Robocop 3. It's like, let's not talk about, we don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Robocop 3.
Or
One,
RoboCop 4, 5, or 6.
right, because Peter Weller wasn't Robocop, and we don't talk about the series. The series was just straight up fucking weird.
It was weird. Man, there's so many stuff that came out in the
Like, I
90s.
suffered through the third Robocop movie because I wanted my boys to see the trilogy,
Yeah.
right? But when they killed the partner, shit, I can't remember her name, the character's name. Anyway, when they killed her, like in the first 15, 20 minutes of the movie, I was like, yeah, this is gonna suck. Right. And I'm like, it's
But
not
you
the
didn't
same
like the
guy.
Japanese back when when it came out, because I think didn't they do it to where it was like PG-13?
Oh, he was in an episode of The Proud Family. Remember that cartoon on Disney?
No.
He also did a voice in Kim Possible. And yes, I knew it. I knew it was him. He did the voice of Jake Long in American Dragon Jake Long, all 55 episodes of it.
Hmm.
Obviously he was in he also did an episode as Jake Long in Lilo and Stitch the series, because Disney was constantly trying to cross over their cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they
American Long
finally
Jake Drag,
found a
yeah,
crossover that actually worked.
right, yeah, but it was only for one episode on the Lilo and Stitch. Um, he did all 49 episodes of the Avatar: The Last Airbender, where he was Prince Zuko. He did some additional voices on there. He was like Soldier Number One, or just like random background voices,
Yeah.
but he was Prince Zuko.
It's like
Um,
Seth Green.
he was in an episode of Entourage. He did 2 episodes of The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, CSI Miami, um, Prime Suspect. He was in an episode of the new Hawaii Five O, The Legend of Korra, which was the spinoff of Avatar.
Hmm.
He was in that. He was in General Iroh the second. Did that 6 episodes. Um, yeah, Scorpion and Flash Thompson in the Ultimate Spider-Man. Star Wars Rebels. He was Jai Kell. Did 2 episodes there. A Million Little Things. That show, was it A Million Little Things or A Million Little Reasons? It was the one where the guy killed himself, and it was like following his friends as they were trying to deal with it. Anyways, um, yep, yeah, he was in Robot Chicken, did a voice there. Carmen Sandiego did 3 voices there. We Bear Cares. Oh, he was that one, huh? Okay, all right, cool, awesome,
He
possum.
was in Care Bears.
No, no, not Care Bears. We Bear Bears.
No.
Dude, it was a very hard to watch, very unique cartoon. How about that? Let's see here. And he did some Star Wars Galaxies of Adventures. He narrated 11 episodes of that. He
He's
did some
actually
work with
produce.
he
He's
did
producing.
some work with Rooster Teeth, the same people that brought us Red versus Blue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did their hardcore tabletop World Series. He did 5 episodes with that. Something called Death Battle, which was Zuko versus Shoto Todoroki. He voiced Zuko. Um, Video games, Def Jam, Fight for New York, Saints Row. Obviously, he was Zuko in the Last Airbender video game. All 3 of them. This is Skate 2, Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood. He was in Final Fantasy 13. Skate 3. Let me see here. Mortal Kombat 10. That was pretty, yeah. So I mean, yeah, he's done a lot of stuff. Um, he's won some awards too. I mean, he was nominated for Best Young Actor. He got Young Artist Award for Hook, and won the Best Ensemble Cast for that movie as well.
Man, I wonder how they pulled him off.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a lot of credits to his name. I mean, and that's saying something, man. I mean, he stays busy, and yeah, I mean, I give that guy some props. I mean, I look forward. Yeah, that's definitely an autograph that I'm going to go after.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, with the Saturday morning cartoons, man, there was a lot of them, like Tiny Toon Adventures that would come on after
Mm-hmm.
school, though. A lot of times, the original Tiny Toons.
Which we met the artist for that
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
and Animaniacs.
Yeah. Let me see here. See.
Oh, Dungeons and Dragons. Fuck. That cartoon too. That was badass.
I remember that. That was like
It was
early
like,
80s.
yeah, it was like only like
It wasn't on very long.
no, it was like a
Because you
couple of
had
episodes.
the Torkeltons, you had the Snorks, you had the Smurfs, which I love how the Snorks were like a very bad ripoff of the Smurfs, but it was just underwater.
And they were on the same network.
Yeah. Yeah. You had He-Man, you had She-Ra, we had Thundercats, Voltron. Voltron was kind of it, man, because like in the early 80s, I was living in Hawaii because my dad was in the Navy.
Silverhawks.
Yeah, I remember Silverhawks. Had such the campiest intro music though. I was
Yeah.
like, ooh. But then
Battletech.
um the Robotech.
Robotech.
Yeah, Robotech. And then there was another anime cartoon that I got to watch because I was living in Hawaii. It was called Star Blazers.
I've never seen that one.
Oh, dude, it was so good. And then we had shit. Now I'm like digging around in the recesses of my brain.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm like looking off in the distance, trying to figure out.
Well, we had the schoolhouse.
Captain N, the game master.
Vaguely remember that. I remember the real Ghostbusters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
GI Joe, Transformers. I already said that. Or there was one. It was like a very Hasbro kind of had the market on transforming robots, but I think it was
GoBots.
It was GoBots.
Yeah.
Right.
That was the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, but the GoBots had a really cool storyline for the longest time.
Yeah.
I mean, when they came into the toy market, dude, they came hard, dude. They were like the affordable version of Transformers.
Yeah.
But I think Hasbro kind of bought the rights to that and just killed it.
I think so too. Or they got sued or something like that.
Maybe. And then there was Gem and the Holograms. It was
like,
cartoons for girls, and it's like, okay, all right, yeah, it's cool, it's whatever.
They had a Barbie cartoon for a while. They had
Barbie. They had a My Little Ponies. I remember Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, man.
You know what's really funny is Mario's first cartoon wasn't Super Mario Brothers. It was Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And they had Frogger. They had like Atari game cartoons.
Yeah.
And then they went from that. I mean, we still had like Super Friends, and that stuff didn't get good until like the 90s with like Batman the Animated Series, which
Right.
it won Emmys
Yeah. I mean,
for
dude,
good stories.
Batman the Animated Series, dude, when 'cause I think that entire animated series is on HBO Max.
It is.
Because I was like, man, I mean, that was like the first cartoon, like I remember my dad actually like getting excited to watch.
Yeah, my dad did too. It was like, hey, record Batman for me. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like back when you set your timer on the VCR, I mean, there was like 2 shows my dad absolutely wanted to be recorded. And it was Star Trek: The Next Generation and Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, same thing.
I mean,
my dad
even today, I can
he got
hear,
so
I can hear the music for Batman in my head, right? And then that epic, like it should be a frameable poster, like with the lightning crashing, and there's Batman with a cape flowing. He's standing on the top of the building.
It is a flame. I actually I got that a photo of Kevin Conroy autographed. But
Oh, really?
friend of mine, Jason. You haven't met him, but you talked to him. He's a big time Batman fan, and so far I've gotten him Adam West, Val Kilmer, Kevin Conroy, and I think that's the only 3 I've gotten so far.
I think I'm going to start checking out that pristine auctions thing, because they've got everything that, I mean, you can, I mean, everything starts out at a certain amount, right? And then the bids go up from there. But everything that they sell comes with a COA, right? Certificate of authenticity. And I'm like, man, because I was listening to the Dale Jr. download the other day, and Mike Davis, the Dale Jr.'s co-host, he won a prop gun from the set of Tombstone that is autographed by Val Kilmer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that is so primed, right? Like,
well, here's the thing. I was
just don't give it to Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, I know, right? You'd still be able to kill somebody.
I swear the gun went off by itself. Bad gun.
Yeah, those things just plop on. But no, I was at a gas station coming back from no, I was going to see Jason down in Austin, and I went to the gas station. I found an autographed picture of Doc Holliday, signed by Val Kilmer, and there's this lady, and she was like, "That's so fake. That's not even his real autograph." And I was like, "Huh? Let me see that." Looked at it, and it was only for like $20. And usually the autographs go for like 40 to 50. And I'm like, I'm kind of curious about that. It's like, you're not buying that, are you? I mean, I can't believe that's not even his real signature. I popped up my phone and I took a photo of the autograph. So I was like looking at it. I was like, okay, put my phone down, put it in my pocket, and walk to the register. She's like, that's not a real signature, is it? I was like, oh yeah, it is. I seen him. I already got his autograph. I just don't have the Doc Holliday one. A friend of mine wants the Doc Holliday one, so I'm gonna get him the Doc Holliday one.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. This meeting will end in 10 minutes. Upgrade now to remove the 40-minute time limit. What the?
Have we been on for 30 minutes already?
I don't know. This has never happened before.
Yeah, I know. God, it's never happened to me before. I was noticing that. I'm like, oh man, God. So I mean, you know what? We may very well have to make it a very short episode.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make it Yeah, we got like 10 minutes left on this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, because I can see the countdown too. So
yeah. But no, I ended up looking at the autograph. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's real. And I walked to the counter. She's like, well, I was gonna buy that. I'm like,
no, you weren't. So
no,
just
no, you argued. I was like, oh, and I do the thing.
Akuna
Like,
Yurtada's lady.
oh,
Good God.
I go, oh, okay. And I walk to the register. Oh man, that's the one thing with me.
God, you're such a phallus tip. Oh my God, because we can't say the word dickhead.
Yeah, we can.
I know.
I get flags on YouTube.
I know. I just said it. Don't be such a phallus tip. It's just a tip, baby. I promise.
Yeah, but that's
yeah. Oh, so we picked a day.
Oh,
and I
okay.
have one nailed down on June 29th.
Okay.
Yeah, so June 29th.
So you're not. It's not that far away from the original date. You just
pushed
it back a couple.
No, yeah, we just put about like maybe a week and a half or so. But so I mean, we've got things coming together, and
that's what I forgot to ask you. You want to start doing a couple of cold cases on Psycho and Sociopaths?
Yeah, we can do that.
I heard this. Oh man. I was talking to somebody who's like, oh, I'm really interested in your show because of the, serial killers, because that's one that's our bread and butter, our cash cow, basically.
Okay, yeah.
But she was like, y'all should do cold cases too. I was like, I was thinking of that like a couple of weeks ago, and let me talk to my host, see, we'll do a couple of them. But I ended up. It seems like a good idea for just the span of the that show. But
yeah, I mean, history is always going to provide us with somebody who decided to take it upon themselves to not extend, but to shorten the life expectancy of several people at a time. But
I think we have to do a little bit more research with those, because
yeah. Oh, another cool Disney cartoon. I don't know why this popped into my head. The Gummy Bears.
Yeah, Gummy Bears was awesome too.
Gummy Bears, yeah.
Fraggle Rock. I mean,
dude, I didn't include it earlier because it's technically not a cartoon, because I don't look at the animated Fraggle Rock as being canon. But yeah, no. Fraggle Rock, bro, when it came out on DVD, right? And actually, I'm going to check to make sure it's not available on HBO Max. As a matter of fact, let me do that now.
You know what we could do? We could just pause it and redo it.
No,
I just have to put the episodes together, because we only got like 5 more 11 minutes left.
Fraggle Rock is not on HBO Max. What in the world?
It was originally on HBO.
Right?
Oh. No.
Wait, you know what? You're right.
Disney bought. Yeah, Disney
bought Jim Henson. Yeah.
Jim Henson. Yeah, that's reason.
So let me do this. Fraggle Rock.
But it is on.
It's not on Disney Plus.
Boo. I wonder who brought the rights to it then.
That dude, no. Just no. Seriously, are you like absolutely kidding me right now? Because they bought the Muppets.
Yeah. So that's so weird. But anyways, I guess this is like bottom of the line of this, but I guess.
Oh, see, because they've got the Muppets, the Muppet Babies, Muppets Most Wanted, Haunted Mansion Muppets Now, the Muppet Show, the original 76 Muppet Show, the Muppet movie from 1979, with Rainbow Connection.
Yeah.
Treasure Island, the series.
That's where they got
Muppets.
the start, right?
Yeah. The Great Muppet Caper. Well, they got their start on Sesame Street, but yeah.
Okay.
A Muppet Muppet Christmas, Letters to Santa, The Muppet Christmas Carol, Muppet Moments, Muppet
Big
Baby's
Bird's
Play Date.
Big Adventure.
That's not on there. Well, I'm just looking at strictly Muppets, but Muppet Babies Show and Tell Shorts. That just sounds wrong. Big Bird. No. Oh, why? Why?
That is so weird.
That's disconcerting.
But didn't we have the discussion that there's a couple of episodes of the Muppet Show? Oh, it's on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
But a couple of episodes were like really, really, really dark, or has some really dark humor in it.
Yeah.
That not a lot of people picked up on it.
No. Nope.
Like the original Little Mermaid castle.
Well, you're talking about the one that was on the VHS cover. It wasn't in the movie that way, but it was on the VHS cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, somewhere buried in one of my parents' boxes in their storage shed is the original Little Mermaid VHS cover.
You know what my dad ended up selling? The Lord of the Rings box sets. The extended version that came with like Gollum and the bookshelf. He ended up selling those, but he was like, yeah, they only go for like $20 a piece.
Yeah, well, let's see here. I've got when they first came out on paperback, right? They came in this like box set, really fancy. My parents used to have one when it first came out, and it got burned up in a fire that they had. But I found one, bought it for $40, gave it to my parents. Damn thing's worth like $200.
God, Lord.
It's still in the cellophane.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm like, yes. Look at me for the win.
But
who's the good son?
I'll get this upgrade. Are we gonna be able to do Nerd Sports tomorrow or Tuesday?
Tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow.
Don't you
Colin
have
has two. You know what? It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so my work day may be short. If it is, I'll holler at you.
Okay.
But Tuesday and Thursday is Colin. Colin has 2 games this week because he's got to make up the first rain out. Hopefully those don't get rained out. But yeah. With a minute and 32, 31. Oh, okay. So it's minute 29 left.
Yeah, I'll get this fixed up. It's some kind of upgrade I gotta do. So
yeah, it's just nickel and diamond.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so Twitter's a safe place to be for conservatives again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, I'm packing. I'm actually packing now. So, my backdrop's going to get a lot cleaner. It's going to be less crap on the wall, stuff like that. So,
and unfortunately, I'm not going with you. But I will take trips down there, and hopefully, I can save enough.
We're going to get cut off. Yeah, we're going to get cut off. So,
all right, everybody. But I'm David Dickerman.
I'm Johnny Skelton.
And this is What the Hell? Saturday Morning Cartoons.
Later.
Later.
Victory!